Who is going to win the race? Hello and welcome to the Asteroid Belt. We are on Mars, the red planet where every market can have their chance. It can be on-world, off-world, or entertainment. There are a lot of potential on this map. I'm expecting fierce competition with two captains joining us. We have Swkoll, Blues, Clippy, and Death Tacticus for this match. I'm Lahi, and casting with me is Trapping Vin. What do you think about this map?
All the aluminum on this map is on the very, very left side, which is a really interesting point. But there are, however, also elites, so maybe it's not a huge issue. Yeah, robots need half the aluminum. Aluminum starts high too, though, so I think this is going to be pretty important. We'll see about that. Water seems plentiful. There are nukes, though. Okay, wait, who found it first? Clippy found the first scientist inside the crater, so he will have... But wait, it's a power colony.
This is very worrying. Elites found... three elites found it without steel. And Clippy is the only person who is in the position to produce steel. So steel is going to rise very, very rapidly.
Yeah, if you're not buying into steel right now, you're in trouble. Swkoll did actually claim iron, but it's very, very far away. It's going to take him a long time. Ah, he did manage to get to HQ2, though. It's nice. Everyone made it to HQ2. Clippy isn't actually making steel. He went for iron for some reason. This really helps Swkoll, who needs to buy iron until his shipments arrive. Oh, Swkoll actually went double iron. So I guess maybe he noticed the lack of steel and decides to overproduce it. I'm curious about this.
Maybe. But right now, I'd rather see double wind turbine rather than one double metal mine because Swkoll doesn't have claim to make more steel. So this double iron mine is not going to do much.
Yeah. I agree.
That Tacticus is DT is making power to buy steel, I think. And Blues seems to have similar plan since Blues went into triple elemental quarry, but has not went into power yet. Probably because it's nighttime.
Yeah,
no point
the solar panels from DT was very premature. You shouldn't build them until it's like 1 o'clock at night, because that syncs the dawn with the buildings. Oh wow! Oh, so DT knows that Blues knows this. And so he network wires the quarries so Blues can scrap them and build solar panels. This is a very advanced play. I'm very impressed.
I like this play.
Or like, won't power just crash? There's too much power production for the price. So, actually DT will make some power money. All of his buildings are solar panels.
But this is going to crash really hard.
Yeah. Is this even a good plan? But you can see that they both of these players have practiced this seed, by the way, because this is very unusual stuff. DT uses the power money to buy an obscene amount of glass, and there is some glass consumption from the colony, and all the factions need glass to upgrade. Oh! There's an explosion at the colony, so it's a shortage. He knew about this. Wow. Okay, so DT, just by buying into the glass, is now in a really strong position. So all his investments get increased by the shortage. However, Swkoll is the first to HQ3. He's the one who doesn't know about this map. He made some casual wind turbines. He built a lot of steel. And yeah, because, I don't think DT got that much of an advantage.
Because everyone went into power.
Yeah, yeah, that's why Swkoll did one. But DT isn't even ahead here. He can't even afford HQ3 and everyone else is at HQ3.
Oh.
So I guess it doesn't work when everybody has the same plan. That's the issue here.
Solar flare. This is going to kill the power.
Yeah.
Because Swkoll is shipping double iron from afar, fuel is going to be good market in Sol 3 or Sol 4, Sol 3. So Clippy has some opportunity to get some fuel money in next HQ. Clippy is getting into greenhouse farm, which is making good money. Swkoll is also going to that market.
So one concern for Clippy though is that there are pirates in the market, and so if you pay 2,000, it will eventually get you 200 food if you place it here. I recommend people do that.
This pleasure dome from DT is going to save DT the game.
Oh. If he can afford to goon it, I don't think he can. Wait, he has to afford chems too. It's gonna be a long time on this disc until this can be gooned. Let's see how this works out. Like a dynamite now would be so crippling.
Yeah.
And everybody has the black market cooldown ready. They just have to know that it's not gooned, which I guess they can't. They should suspect it though, because there was a lot of power plays. You should expect power plays to be gooned. I don't know.
Clippy is building a gooned pleasure dome if DT doesn't
Swkoll! Alright, so this is the shipment with DT's remaining money. There's chems on this freighter, and it lands here, and it's completely useless. So DT just lost a lot of money there, and he can't even repair it.
If I were DT, I would think that it's Clippy who dynamited the pleasure dome. So DT might try to revenge with.
But how's DT gonna make money? DT is dead.
Oh.
All his money was in that chem shipment. He can't repair it. No, okay. He made some money selling silicon there. I don't know. DT is in a very rough spot.
Yeah.
Wow, this game is great. Okay, Blues, meanwhile, is making money in glass and farms. He seems to have skipped the pleasure dome craze. And Clippy now has a gooned pleasure dome. It's making him really nice money.
So, as I expected, fuel market is going very high right now.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind seeing. No, there's not enough tile to do everything.
Swkoll was first to HG4, by the way. And Blues wins a hack ray auction and is surplusing steel.
Very nice choice for Blues situation.
Yeah. And DT figured out a way to get out of this spot, and it was to buy iron to produce steel and sell the steel. But this is gonna be even worse. It's not very good now, and it's gonna be even worse after the surplus. Our DT power is high again.
Clippy first to electrolysis reactors. They're all making 138. Oh, Clippy has an issue. Clippy says his screen is frozen. I had this issue before.
There's nothing we can do about that.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's really unfortunate. Well, I'm not an admin, so I'm just gonna keep casting till something happens. I don't think we can do anything about that.
Yeah.
So he is gonna get teleportation though.
Yeah.
What did you say?
In my experience, when that thing happened, it never fixed itself.
Okay.
I always needed to restart the game. EMP on Blues' solar panels. I think it is desperate choice to save power money.
Yeah.
And power is really good right now.
Power really exploded here.
And $7 still. Look at this.
Yeah, that's a surplus.
And who got this? Blues got 300 still from this. It's missed opportunity from DT and everyone else.
DT making a lot of power money. This is really nice for him. Swkoll went teleportation first, but he will follow it up with solar conductor. It's going to be a bit too late though. The timing would have been much better if he went superconductor first and then teleportation. But of course he doesn't have the seed. Or I guess the seed is important. Yeah, he should probably prioritize superconductor.
So right now Clippy is the most strong player right now.
Yeah.
150k in cash. However, because Clippy's game has technical issues, I hope this Clippy situation doesn't affect much in between other players, because a majority buyout right now can win them the game.
Wow, what an unfortunate situation. Like, Clippy's in a such good spot too. He got teleportation as a scientist. I don't know, this is very unfortunate. Swkoll gets a mutiny auction for 10k, that's really good. And he will get some benefit from his superconductor right at the end there. He gets it when power is $90. He pays off a fair amount of debt here. And I don't like, Swkoll is doing very well.
What I'm worried about is the player who holds the money first might buy into Clippy and win the game with the nice sub.
Oh yeah, that's wow. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, Clippy isn't defended, so you can just majority buy him.
Yeah.
And he can't defend himself.
So right now, if people decide to go for that move. Oh, Clippy.
Oh, he's an AI. That's much better.
Oh, yeah.
So now it can defend. Okay, I like this. This was a good move to lead the game, I think.
Yeah, it's better than the open stock.
Yeah. So this means Clippy can't win the game, but at least he won't upset the game as much as he would have otherwise. Swkoll, Blues, and Clippy all go to HQ5. Swkoll is not going for any more patents.
Swkoll should start optimizations now.
Yeah.
Blues should too.
Glass is a really good market. Power is a really good market. I hope he stayed. Yeah, he stayed in the solar panels. So at dawn, this solar superconductor patent will really pay off. Blues is licensing superconductor from Swkoll, and he also got nanotech. It'll be really nice for him.
Swkoll has claimed double carbon cores. What do you think about this claim?
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Carbon is not too important here. It's currently very cheap.
I think it should have been more money-making buildings. Like, look at the greenhouse farm. It's really, really strong right now.
Yeah.
So I'd rather wait for extra claim on elite optimization claim and go for a farm. Yeah,
farm. So I still like glass. Like, silicon is really cheap. Oxygen is expensive, but it doesn't use a lot of oxygen. And I think whatever he decides to build, he needs to accompany it with optimizations. He's currently optimizing power, which... It's okay. Blues also a superconductor, by the way. He has the same setup as Swkoll. Solar panels next to superconductor. So I think power should kind of be under control this game. And Swkoll is targeted by Blues. His optimization center gets dynamited.
Blues noticing that no one is in aluminium except for the AI Clippy. Blues is shorting aluminium. To take
remember that every single aluminum tile was next to Blues' base. And he can just nuke the only one he doesn't own. So I think Blues actually has this game from here. Like having a monopoly. Well, I guess people can surplus it. Maybe some people will surplus it. But he's in a really strong position at least.
Blues has good hacks going, but right now Swkoll is ahead in optimizations with the strong mutiny from the auction.
Yeah, it was a nice auction win. He's finally in...
they're fighting against each other.
He's finally in chem refineries, and I think... Wait, what happened with the gun squad? Gun squad... Okay, so Blues tried to EMP Swkoll's chem refineries, but he hit the goon. And it would have been a really nice EMP, just because these are very profitable buildings. But yeah, luckily that was good. And he countered it by hitting Blues, well, his blob here with a lot of different buildings.
I think Swkoll can scrap out of this steel mill now.
I think at this point it's pretty much 1 versus 1 versus Blues, by the way. It's a very interesting situation. And yeah, definitely scrap out of steel. And you can, since you have teleportation, you scrap out your iron mines to place 2 chem refiners here or something.
Look at this money in glass, in chemical, in farm.
Yeah.
They're very strong all over the board. Optimization very strong. And noticing that, Blues is now building triple optimization centers.
Yeah, this is a solid choice. I think Blues is a tough opponent for Swkoll here. He's hurting Swkoll where it hurts the most, and he's taking advantage of the market situation the best. Meanwhile, DT is really struggling. He has 2 pleasure domes up. He does not have virtual reality though. He does not have any advanced buildings other than the pleasure domes. But yeah, if Blues and Swkoll fight each other enough, maybe he can get some kind of win from behind. He's not completely out of it.
Blues, no, DT is still too late at optimization, so I'm worried about that.
The engineers have advanced our production.
Wow, Blues, look at these optimization centers. 4 optimization centers.
Yeah, that's
the
mutiny from Swkoll stopping. So he built 3 extra and had 1 that was mutiny. And yeah, look how focused he is. This is why Blues is favored here, I think. Like, he knows exactly where to focus. And he chooses 2 great markets. He commits into them heavily, both in optimizations and buildings. Meanwhile, Swkoll has committed heavily into chems. I like that. I would have liked to see other things too, though.
Yeah, I would like to see more optimizations, more optimization centers from Swkoll.
Yeah, not a fan of the oxygen optimizations. You should go for glass or electronics. Really nice power setup, though.
Farm.
Wait. Oh, he optimized iron, and he got slant drilling so he can keep getting iron. But I don't think iron is that valuable here.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, he's making solid money. Can he really compete with Blues? Maybe he can. Because I noticed Def Tactica is hitting Blues with the EMP. That really helps Swkoll. And remember that a lot of Blues money right now goes back into himself. He's committing a lot of chems to optimizations. If Swkoll attacks Blues right now, buy into Blues open stock. Please, please, please buy into Blues open stock right now. So this is the perfect timing, just because like Swkoll has the current money advantage, but Blues has the better late game advantage with the 4 optimization centers. Oh, of course, from Swkoll's point of view, Blues only has 2. Oh wait, did Blues scrap out of 2?
I think so.
Alright, so Blues was satisfied after getting the 3 bottom ones. I can see why why he thinks that.
Swkoll is patenting carbon scrubbing, which is going to do a lot of work.
You still need to buy Blue stock though. Like, he's definitely the enemy you need to worry about, and open stock is so good. And Def Tacticus nukes Swkoll. Swatter, which I'm not sure, that doesn't do much in CS slant drilling.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a high, it was probably high. So it does help a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I'm concerned about the lack of stock buying from Swkoll here. Meanwhile, DT. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No. Okay, DT secured virtual reality, which goes really well with his 2 pleasure domes and nanotechnology, which is always good, especially in this iron situation. And since nobody's hitting him with black market, like, he is actually making the most progress right now. Because Blues and Swkoll's base spent a lot of time frozen under the EMPs. Right now EMPs are 70k, so there probably won't be a lot of EMPs anymore. So I guess they're kind of even somewhat even. Like any three of them can win from here.
Yeah, DT was behind and a few souls ago, but he's now clearly in the game. And if Blues and Swkoll fight each other and use up their money, DT might have his own chance.
Yeah. Yeah, actually this might be similar to the game from the previous week, where the player like the third player will win just because 1 and 2 kill each other. And by the way, I'm not sure why DT is nuking so much water from Swkoll. Maybe they didn't notice that they slant drilling. Like he nuked the medium down to a trace too, but these nukes aren't free. They cost quite a lot. Maybe he just wants to raise the price of nukes and nobody nukes him. I'm not sure. Anyway, Blues just hacked electronics. He's making a lot of money from it. He currently has 100k more than Swkoll. Remember that they had the perfect optimizations on it. Nobody's competing with him.
Yeah.
In
Now
the
chemical
electronics
is
market.
time. Swkoll should think about entering other markets.
Yeah.
However, Swkoll has not optimized electronics. It will be hard to get into other markets.
Yeah.
I don't
Swkoll
like
shows poorly.
Swkoll's optimization into power and water. It should be electronics and maybe steel, but probably not.
And I think Blues has a read now on who DT is. Because he paid... Oh wait, that was an old EMP I guess. He didn't pay 70k for it. But he switches target. Wait, somebody has 100... Blues has 100%. Wow! When did this happen? So he can choose who to buy. Swkoll sees this very high percentage and goes into him. It's not really gonna help. There's nobody to help Swkoll attack Blues here.
Yeah.
The Blues will be able to buy, and it seems like he chooses Swkoll to buy. And DT is too far behind to do anything. So yeah, this really favors Blues. Actually, Clippy almost has the money to buy, but unfortunately he's not in the game anymore. But his money exploded at the end. That's all on the electronics. And Swkoll, maybe you finish this thought. I repeat it anyway. Don't optimize up here. Optimize down here. It is carbon. Perfect optimization. It's pretty useless.
Even with carbon scrubbing.
Yeah, he has carbon scrubbing.
Yeah, so
Unfortunately.
this carbon query can become other tiles.
Yeah. And Clippy can now buy whoever he wants, but yeah, Blues should have this at this point, I think. Although DT is kind of preparing, he went off-world. Off-world profits aren't great. But yeah, there's nothing you do in the stock market. There's no free stock from him to buy, except for Clippy, which you
But
don't
as
want.
soon as Blues finishes buy, I think it will be too late for DT.
Yeah, I think so too. This off-world won't do enough. So you can see the stock price of Blues, that's the main issue. It's $56. And he will have a really good sub.
I am very surprised that even Swkoll's optimizations and claim use was not efficient in terms of because Swkoll went into double metal mine, which wasn't very impactful in the later game. Double element quarry, which showed its light during the game when carbon spiked, but other than that, it wasn't very good. Despite that, Swkoll was on par with money on Blues for the most of the game.
Yeah,
so
it's a very, very nice showing from Swkoll. I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
The things that separated were just details, really. Like optimization choice, and Blues saw the hacking opportunity. And remember, he won that hacker raid in an auction. It's a very nice auction for him, and maybe it was too cheap. It was like 24k. But that enabled him to do the electronics hack, and he made like 200k in a minute or less.
Clippy has 91% on Blues.
Yeah. And with this many leads and optimizations, we expect prices to die. And it has, and Blues is kind of left without much income here. He does have a pleasure dome. What's making money for him? Oh, actually his glass is excellent. There's some on the cores, some on the reactors. I think he has this without having to build an off-world. So DT needs 400k, Blues needs 200k. Even though Blues isn't making a ton of money. Actually, he's making a lot of money. Where is it from? Oh, from Swkoll. Yeah, the sub is making a lot. Yeah. Okay, so remember the sub optimized, or Swkoll optimized oxygen perfectly. That actually helps him here. Unfortunately, the timing of it was wrong. Oxygen was cheap when he optimized it. He should have gone into glass or electronics optimizations at that point.
Also, each reactor produces 0.5 oxygen, so no, 0.25 oxygen. So oxygen optimization doesn't really increase the production much.
Yeah, and you know what this means, right? The bull market belters are on the scoreboard. They take the, oh, what's happening now? Okay, so they both
on off-world market.
Yeah, they both know the game is over. And yeah, Blues team takes their first win. Congratulations to them. Well played.
Congratulations. In any moment.
Yeah, and they're just bantering now. So yeah, obviously they all had the seed here except for Swkoll. Apparently DT had plans revolving Blues found. But yeah. Let's talk about the funding a bit, because the funding is awkward here. If there's one fund that you think is much better, that apparently DT did, but you also don't want to fund with debt, because the only way to make money in the early game was through power. So you have to decide on a low amount of debt that's slightly higher than what you think your opponent is willing to pay. And let's see, what did Blues actually pay? So Blues took it for 14. Maybe DT was planning like, I can get it from 12 or 10. But yeah, Blues got it, and he paid through this debt, still made power money, made some silly aluminum money, he hacked aluminum, got nice patents. Yeah, it was pretty solid all around.
I think what killed DT's plan was that those elites, they did not have steel, and they were planning to buy steel by making something else, like power. And DT's plan was power. And when everyone makes power, nobody makes power.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice way to put it. Well, the power was still important. Like, it made a big resurgence in the mid-game. I think that benefited Blues the most. Let's check the price of power. Yeah, you can. It's very swingy.
The strongest position, but unfortunately, technical issue got Clippy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what to say about the Clippy situation. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
He was in a good position. Alright, this was a very interesting map. Let's check the other game. Game Slayer takes the other game. So the results from today: 2 points to the Alpacas, 1 to the Bull Market Belters, 1 to the Cosmic Circus, and 4 to the Disco Donkeys. It's a very strong showing from Team D.
Disco Donkeys chasing the school, chasing in terms of score very closely to Asteroid Alpacas. So Alpacas has 12 points and Disco Donkeys has 11 points. So tomorrow's match is going to decide who is going to be the leader of this week.
Yeah. Tune in tomorrow at
By the way, if you haven't noticed, I am painting the expensive HQ art with the color with the most leading team. So it's orange right now, but it can be anything in next week.
Yeah. I mean, it would probably be yellow or green, right?
It depends, but probably.
Yeah. But yeah, look forward to that. And tomorrow we're starting at the same time. We have 4 games. And yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Tune in tomorrow if you want to see
see you
more.
next time.
See you next time. Bye.